My girlfriend announced, I'm pregnant and it might not be yours. I calmly said, no problem. Then I scheduled a paternity test and called my lawyer. What the test results revealed made her parents disown her. I, 31 male, was sitting at dinner with my girlfriend Celia, 28, when she dropped the bomb. We'd been together 3 years, living together for 1. I'm pregnant, she said, twirling her pasta. And it might not be yours. I put down my fork. Took a sip of water. Okay, she blinked. That's it? Okay. When did you find out? This morning. How far along? About 8 weeks. And who else might be the father? She went red. Does it matter? I choose you. I want to raise this baby with you. That's nice. Who else? Why are you being so calm about this? Would you prefer screaming? She actually seemed like she would. You're supposed to fight for me, for us. I need to know who else could be the father. She crossed her arms. Someone from my yoga retreat. The one 2 months ago? The spiritual healing one? Yes. The one where phones weren't allowed? Yes. Cool. What's his name? I don't know. We had a connection beyond names. I actually laughed. You're pregnant with some random dude's baby and you don't even know his name. It might be your baby. What percentage chance? She looked away. 50-50. Based on? Well, we were together before and after the retreat. We used protection. Did you with him? Silence. Celia, did you use protection with yoga guy? The retreat was about being natural and authentic. That's a no. Cool. I'll schedule a prenatal paternity test. They can do it at 9 weeks. Her jaw dropped. You want a paternity test? Obviously. That's so cold. Where's your trust? Probably at the yoga retreat with your judgment. She started crying. You're supposed to love me unconditionally. I'm supposed to raise some random yoga dude's kid unconditionally? Yes, if he loved me. I'll call my lawyer tomorrow, figure out next steps. Lawyer? For what? Well, if it's mine, we need to discuss custody and support. If it's not, you need to move out. She threw her water at me. Missed, hit the wall. You're a monster. I'm practical. She stormed out, went to stay with her best friend Fiona. Good. Gave me time to think. Update 1. Celia's mom Diane called me yesterday. This woman is usually the sweetest, most mild-mannered person. Not anymore. How dare you demand a paternity test? Your daughter cheated on me, Diane. She made a mistake. One tiny mistake. Getting pregnant with another man's baby isn't tiny. You don't know it's his. Hence the test. Real men don't need tests, they step up. Real women don't need yoga retreats to bang strangers. She hung up on me. Then Celia's dad Frank called. Former military, usually pretty reasonable. Son, just take the test quietly, no need to humiliate her. I'm not broadcasting it, Frank. She told her whole family, says you're abandoning her. She told everyone she cheated? No, she said you're being controlling and paranoid. I sent him screenshots of her admitting to the affair. Just the facts, her own words. Long silence. Then, I'll talk to Diane. Today, Celia showed up with Fiona and some guy I didn't recognize. Skinny, man bun, hemp necklace. Looked exactly like what you'd expect from a yoga retreat. This is River, Celia announced. The father. Maybe. River extended his hand. Namaste, brother. I didn't shake it. You here for the test too? Test. River looked confused. Celia said you were cool with raising the baby together, all 3 of us, like a conscious throuple. I looked at Celia. A throuple? She lifted her chin. It's very European. We're not in Europe. Don't be so closed-minded. River nodded. Yeah, man, love is infinite. My savings account isn't. You got a job, River? I teach meditation and make dream catchers. Of course you do. Fiona jumped in. You're being really toxic right now. I'm being realistic. Celia, you have 3 options. 1, take the test. If it's mine, we co-parent separately. If it's his, you leave. 2, don't take the test. Leave now. 3, this throuple nonsense, which isn't happening. River looked hurt. Bad energy, man. Celia grabbed his arm. River's moving in whether you like it or not. To my apartment? That I pay for? It's our apartment. Your name isn't on the lease. I've been living there a year. I have rights. You have 30 days notice, starting now. She screamed, actually screamed. River tried to sage the negative energy away with his hands. Fiona called me a fascist. I went back inside and started packing Celia's stuff. Update 2. The paternity test saga has become a whole family war. Diane started calling my mom, trying to get her to talk sense into me. My mom, bless her, Told Diane that maybe Celia should have thought about this before spreading her legs at a hippie commune. Diane threatened to sue my mom for defamation. My mom laughed and hung up. But here's where it gets insane. Celia decided to turn this into a feminist issue, posted on social media about how I was forcing medical procedures on her and violating her bodily autonomy by requesting a paternity test. Her cousin Greta, who's in law school, commented that paternity tests don't require any procedure on the mother, just a blood draw. Celia blocked her. Then River's mom got involved. Yes, River's mom. This woman, Moonbeam, legal name I checked, showed up at my apartment with crystals and what I think was supposed to be a peace offering but looked like moldy bread. You need to embrace the love child, she said. It's not my child. Children belong to the universe. The universe doesn't pay child support. Money is just energy, man. My landlord doesn't accept energy as rent payment. She tried to do some kind of blessing on my doorway. I shut the door. Then came the ambush. I got home from work to find Celia, River, Diane, Frank, Fiona, and some older woman I didn't recognize in my apartment. They'd used Celia's key, forgot she had one, my bad. This is an intervention, Diane announced. For what? Your toxic masculinity, the stranger said. She introduced herself as Dr. Astrid, a relationship healing coach Diane hired. You're all trespassing. Dr. Astrid pulled out a notebook. Let's explore why you feel the need to control reproductive narratives. Because I don't want to raise another man's kid. But why does genetics matter? She asked, pen ready. Would you raise a random kid? We're not talking about me. Get out. Frank stood up. Actually, I agree with him. Everyone turned to stare. Frank, Diane gasped. Man wants a paternity test for a baby that might not be his. That's reasonable. You're supposed to support your daughter. I am, by not enabling this nonsense. He looked at Celia. You cheated. Face the consequences. Celia burst into tears. Daddy! Don't daddy me. Your mother and I didn't raise you to act like this. River tried to step in. Sir, with respect, your daughter is a goddess. My daughter is a cheater who's trying to baby trap her boyfriend. The room exploded. Diane screaming at Frank, Celia sobbing, River chanting something, Fiona recording everything, Dr. Astrid frantically taking notes. I called the cops. They showed up, made everyone leave. The officer taking my statement couldn't stop shaking his head. Thruple, huh? Good luck, buddy. Update 3. Test results came in yesterday. But first, let me tell you what happened while waiting. Celia tried to move River into the apartment while I was at work. The landlord called me, confused because some half-naked dude doing yoga was trying to convince him that he was a new tenant. I rushed home. River had set up a meditation corner in my living room, had hung tapestries, burned so much incense it set off the smoke alarm. River, you need to leave. Celia said I could move in. Celia doesn't live here anymore. The universe guided me here. The universe is guiding you out. He refused to leave, started doing some kind of protest meditation. Just sat there, cross-legged, humming. I started moving his stuff out. He didn't budge. I called his mom. Moonbeam showed up and tried to join his meditation. Now I had 2 people humming in my living room. Called the cops again. Same tired officer from before. He looked at me, looked at them, sighed. Sir, I'm gonna need you to move somewhere else. This is weird even for us. Finally got them out. Then Diane escalated. She called my employer, told them I was harassing her pregnant daughter. HR had to investigate. I showed them everything. Texts, the admission of cheating, the test paperwork. HR concluded I did nothing wrong, but warned me to be careful with documentation. Celia then tried to get me to pay for her prenatal care. Sent me invoices for vitamins, yoga classes, organic food. I sent them back with "not the father" written in red Sharpie. But yesterday was the grand finale. Got the results. 0% chance I'm the father. I texted Celia, it's Rivers, you have 72 hours to get your stuff. She called immediately, hysterical. The test is wrong, we need another one. No, those tests aren't 100% accurate. 99.9% is good enough for me. I'll sue you for emotional distress. Good luck. But here's the twist, the part that made her parents disown her. Frank had asked me to forward him the results. I did. He called me an hour later. There's something else, he said, voice weird. What? Celia's blood type. On the test, it's AB positive. So, Diane is O negative, I'm O positive. That's impossible. Oh shit. Frank, I don't think I need to go. Final update, the aftermath was nuclear. Frank got his own paternity test. Turns out Celia wasn't his biological daughter. Diane had cheated 28 years ago with her boss. Frank found out because he started digging after the blood type revelation. Diane tried to deny it, then blamed Frank for working too much back then. They're getting divorced. Celia lost her mind. Not only was she dealing with River's baby, but finding out her whole life was a lie? She blamed me for ruining her family. All you had to do was accept the baby, she screamed over the phone. Your mom's cheating isn't my fault. This wouldn't have happened if you weren't so obsessed with genetics. Your mom's genetics were going to come out eventually. I hate you. Cool, your stuff's in storage unit 47B. Pay the bill or they'll auction it. She hung up. River, meanwhile, disappeared, just vanished. His mom says he followed the spiritual winds to Thailand, left Celia with a baby on the way and no support. Diane's been staying with her sister, posting cryptic quotes about forgiveness on Facebook. Frank's in therapy, dealing with 28 years of lies. Celia tried one more manipulation, showed up last week, very pregnant, crying. Please, I have nothing, my dad won't talk to me, my mom's a mess, River's gone, the baby's innocent in all this. Yes, it is, and it's not mine. You could be its father figure. No. I'll do anything. Go to River's mom, she thinks children belong to the universe. She lives in a van. Not my problem. You're heartless. I'm consistent. She tried to push past me into the apartment. I blocked her. Celia, it's over. You cheated. You got pregnant. You tried to manipulate me into raising another man's kid. Actions have consequences. I loved you. You loved the security I provided. There's a difference. She left sobbing. Fiona picked her up, flipped me off as they drove away. Last I heard, Celia's living with Fiona, working part-time at a crystal shop. River occasionally sends meditation videos from Thailand for the baby's spiritual development. Frank and Diane's divorce is ugly, 28 years of assets to divide. Diane's affair partner, Celia's bio-dad, is a state senator now, married with 4 kids. That's gonna be fun when it comes out. Moonbeam started a GoFundMe for her grandson's cosmic journey, raised $37. As for me, doing great. Got a promotion at work, turns out HR was impressed with my documentation skills. Started dating Ruby from my rock climbing gym. She thinks the whole story is wild and jokes about never going on yoga retreats. The apartment's peaceful now. No incense, no meditation corners, no surprise interventions. Celia texted last week from Fiona's phone. Baby was born, 7 pounds 3 ounces, looks just like River. I replied, congrats. She sent back, that's it, congrats? What do you want me to say? That you regret this, that you wish things were different. I regret not seeing the red flags sooner, like when you said your ex was too traditional for wanting monogamy. She sent 18 more texts about karma and destiny and how I'll die alone. I blocked that number too. River's mom sent me a birth announcement covered in glitter. The universe welcomes Star Ocean. Yes, that's the baby's name. Star Ocean. That kid's gonna need therapy. To everyone saying I should have manned up, nah. Raising another dude's kid while he's off finding himself in Thailand isn't manning up. It's being a doormat. To Celia, if you're reading this, Fiona definitely showed you, your mom's cheating gene seems hereditary. Maybe work on that before Star Ocean starts dating. And River, if you ever float back from Thailand, your mom's van runs on vegetable oil and dreams. Your kid needs actual food and diapers. The universe doesn't provide those. Peace out. Edit, stop asking for the storage unit location. I'm not giving out that info. And no, I won't send you River's meditation videos. They're 3 hours of him humming at different frequencies. Edit 2, for those asking how Frank's doing, he texted me last week, said thanks for the push to find the truth, even if it hurt. He's moving to the coast, starting fresh. Good for him. Edit 3, Moonbeam's been leaving crystals at my door with notes about clearing my aura. My neighbor's kid collects them and sells them at school for $5 each. Entrepreneurship at its finest.